on my mind. Look at me now, you've left me behind.
By the time Gary reached Brazil, things were getting a little weird. After performing on Globo in front of an estimated 30 million viewers, Gary was somewhat alarmed to discover he had to guess which of his fellow performers was packing the most in their trunks. The wrong answer, and he would have to spend the night with the Dolores sisters, whose idea of a good time can get somewhat messy. You used to refer to yourself as a nursery rhyme songwriter. Do you remember that? Why?
I think that, or I hope that people can listen to one of my tracks once and be singing it along, and that's kind of what nursery rhymes are. They're very easy to learn, and melodically I write very melodic melodies that are just catch you straight away.
So the simplicity isn't something that you see as a criticism, it's a positive thing for you?
No, that's a very, that's something the Beatles had, so they did it so brilliantly. Right. In fact, I remember seeing John Lennon in an interview once, and he said, in his Liverpool accent, don't write in 10 words what you can write in one. And I thought that was cool to say that. Why bother? Just be direct, be simple about it. That's what it's all about.
What words or subjects do you feel that you can use in your work now that you couldn't before? Sort of areas that are open to you?
I think talking about yourself is something I'm sure that any songwriter who's been part of a group becomes, familiar with when you've worked on your own. I can start using the word me, I have been, or something, particularly Open Road. I think that's a song we could have never have done as a group. And,
which is a song you wrote a long time ago, though.
Yeah, although I adjusted the lyrics to apply to now, I think I could have never have done that in a group. So, that in a singular kind of way, that's the access I've got now. Of the people following in the footsteps of Take That, the other boy bands are out there, are there any that you think might have any degree of longevity, or do you think it'll be a brief excursion for them all? I think with most of them it's too early to tell. I mean, I don't think that when we had our first album everyone would point at me and say, I think he'll be still here in 6 years. I don't think that was obvious back then. Do you look at it sort of with a sense of nostalgia at all? Do you know, I would not go back there for anything. It's nice to watch it, and sometimes it brings a smile to my face, but no way would I want to be back there. It's such a, all that time when you're in that sort of, that pigeonhole of being a young teenage boy group, the clock's ticking and you can feel it, you can just, every time you have a record out, it's like, is this going to be it? Right. And I'm just so glad that I feel maybe I haven't, maybe it's naive of me to say, but I feel I've escaped from it now. I feel that that the bombs stopped ticking. I'm very much in control now of my destiny, and although we had a great deal of that in the group. As a five, we decided a lot of things, but even more so now, I have complete control over everything, and that's peace of mind as well. I think that's the reason I do that. But I mean, it's so important. Nobody tells me where to go and what to do now. This year's been weird because it's been hard to sleep this year because the days are so frantic. You get to bed and you go to sleep straight away, and then you're up a couple of hours later and it's ready to go again. It's been quite strange, so I'd kind of like to settle a little bit more. Do you give yourself a goal? You say, right, this is where I want to be 12 months from now or 6 months from now, or do you just roll with it? Oh, we've got to roll with it, yeah. I don't believe anybody plans like that, because you just don't know what's going to happen. I'm lucky enough to have lots and lots of fans all around the world, but definitely my biggest fan of all time has been my nan. And I'm glad she stayed around long enough to hear my first album. So this video is dedicated to you, Nan. We'll never forget you.